One of the keys to accessing government contracts is certification with the Office of Minority and Women's Business Enterprises, or OMWBE.
We're a full-service marketing and advertising agency, and we're a small boutique, and we offer creative services, corporate consulting services, market research, and we also offer media planning services. Our target, our niche, is actually helping businesses and companies and reaching Asian audiences or other multicultural marketing audiences as well. I'm the principal and founder of the agency of the firm.
Our business consists of two separate companies. Both the companies do airport concession work, so we specialize in doing businesses in airports. We got our start in Seattle at SeaTac. We started, and then we moved into an office. So there were two others, there were three of us. And now we have a total of probably about 70 people.
This business started when I was in college. Called up a friend and just incorporated. We provide very, very customized programming services. We provide project management services. CCI has about 20, 25, up to 40 employees depending on the season. It's been a lot of fun to see, and you learn a lot of things as the business proceeds, and yeah, and we've seen growth last year, and we're very appreciative of OMWBE assisting in that growth. So I think that it was a big part of it.
For minority and women-owned small businesses, certification with OMWBE will help you unlock the door to contracting and procurement opportunities with state agencies, educational institutions, and local jurisdictions.
It's really important for us, I think, to have this certification as being a minority-owned business through OMWBE to be able to get that extra push, that extra leverage.
The purpose of OMWBE certification is to increase access to the opportunities for minority and women-owned small businesses to provide goods and services to government entities. These include state agencies, universities, community colleges, cities, towns, counties, housing authorities, ports, and transit districts. Firms certified by OMWBE are listed in OMWBE's online directory. This provides increased visibility to the buyers of these government entities as well as buyers in the private sector.
I was still talking on the commercial side to our partners, and businesses like Microsoft and Blue Cross Blue Shield in the healthcare industry, or United Healthcare, the companies that we have done business with before on the commercial side. So we look at it both from the commercial side and from the government side and see.
Although state government contracting goals are voluntary, the governor has emphasized the important contribution of minority and women small businesses to the state's economic vitality. As a cabinet-level agency, OMWBE has direct access to the governor and directors of state agencies. This enhances OMWBE's ability to promote the use of minority and women business enterprises in public and private contracting. Another benefit of certification with the state is OMWBE has alliances with other federal, state, and private certification, business advocacy, and technical assistance programs. These groups can assist your business access opportunities with the federal government and in the private sector.
Other ways of how OMWBE has helped us was introducing us to different contracting forums. So there was a contracting forum that we have attended that brought together a lot of public and state agencies and folks from the city. It was almost like a job fair, if you will, for vendors that were looking to do business with public agencies. OMWBE also introduced us to the system called WEBS, which is basically an online e-platform for notifying small businesses like ours of opportunities and RFPs that come across the state, and you have the opportunity to select your region of what you want to do business in and the different kind of lines of services that you offer, and then they automatically send different RFPs that come through the pipeline to an email address that you've designated. So through that process, we've been able to apply for some really great work.
To qualify for certification by OMWBE, a firm must meet 6 eligibility standards. First, the business must be owned by an eligible person or a group of eligible persons. To be considered an eligible owner, you must be a U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident and a member of one of the following groups: a woman, Black, Hispanic, American Indian or Alaskan Native, Asian American, or socially and economically disadvantaged as determined on a case-by-case basis. The second requirement is ownership. The eligible owner must own at least 51% of the business. Ownership percentages are not rounded up. Third is control. The eligible owner must control the firm's managerial and day-to-day operations. This means that the eligible owner must have both the legal authority and technical ability to control the firm. The fourth point requires that the firm must be an independent business, organized for profit, and legally licensed to do business in Washington. Fifth, the firm must be a small business as defined by the U.S. Small Business Administration, or SBA size standards, and as applicable to the business's primary business activities. Finally, the sixth criterion is that the firm must perform a commercially useful function. This means that there is a real and actual service that the business performs to complete the product or service.
Anybody who has any kind of business should just fill out that application. And even if you don't know the answer to some of the questions in the application, you should send it in, and if it's incomplete, their process is they send it back to you and tell you what's incomplete, and you can call them up and ask them what data they need there in that place.
The application asks for specific numbers, financial statements, some of the biographies of the owners, which is myself, and then some additional information that was pretty factual.
It's a very information and paperwork intensive process, and I feel it needs to be to a certain extent, because they are certifying that we are a bona fide and qualified disadvantaged business enterprise.
Once we were able to kind of get all those documents together, the process was pretty pain-free. It was pretty simple. And then a lot of the staff folks over at OMWBE, their office, were very, very helpful in helping to expedite the process and being able to push that application through.